did you just the last 2 weeks being able to get a backup in there, quality reps? It really hasn't happened a lot in 4 years. How valuable was that to get Logan out there?
That was fun. Frosty wanted me to go out there. Coach Ross wanted me to go out there and get some meaningful snaps and within the framework of what the situation was. So it was good. It was good for Logan. Yeah.
How do you think he did?
I think he did okay. I know his first pass, I think that first time he went in, his knees were as stiff as telephone poles. So as a result, his ball was pretty low, but he got loosened up and did pretty good. Yeah, he handled himself really well.
How do you feel like Adrian's done in walking that line between making plays and not making mistakes so far through 3 games?
It's been good, but none of that matters. What only matters is this game this Saturday. And after this game this Saturday, the only thing that matters is the game after that.
What do you see him doing well right now?
Doesn't matter what he's doing well. It just matters what he's going to do well this Saturday.
On that play, the run that he had, I mean, what type of individual effort does that take to get 71-yard run like he had Saturday?
Well, I think those are the kind of guys we like to recruit. That are athletic and make those sort of plays. And he did a nice job recognizing it was a zero blitz and we had nothing going on. He didn't want to get out of it, so he felt like he could handle the blitzer, and he did. And it was fortunate that he was able to make the play he did.
I want to lean into that comment you just made about how it doesn't matter.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
I get it.
I know it doesn't matter.
How well is
It doesn't matter. I don't know. I don't have any idea. I don't know where he's doing right now. The only thing that matters right now is this Saturday and every Saturday after that.
How has he done a better job of embodying the staying in the present mindset, not living in the past, not going in the future?
We're gonna find out Saturday.
Have you changed the way that you've talked to him about it?
No, man. I've been the most important thing I can do for a young guy in that situation is just be consistent.
Right.
And not change who I am and not change things and whatnot. Now, are there things we have to kind of reinvent and make sure that we're doing different drills to accommodate what he might have a deficiency with? Yeah, absolutely. But in terms of my demeanor and how I've talked with him, no, it hasn't. I'm on the sidelines now, so it's more face-to-face communication, but which has been good, actually. But no, really, no. I haven't changed at all.
Was it his request that you go down there?
Oh, I don't know.
You would know.
If Coach Ross asked me to come down, I'm down.
So how does it change from you being up in the box to you being down there and being able to talk to him directly? What maybe is different about the conversation you're able to have?
I just from the experience, because I've only been on the sidelines in my entire career for a period of 4 years. So for me, figuring out the organizational pattern of what happens when he comes off the field, when I talk to him, what I talk to him about, and all that was kind of something I needed to work through that first week, which I did. But it's good having that face-to-face communication with him, on a constant level. When I'm up in the booth, we talk, boom. But now I see him all the time, and if there's something I need to remind him about, then it's boom, it's immediate, it's good. So it's been good.
So you said you've been on the side.
How does he like it? Has he told you guys?
He said he liked it.
Does he want my dumbass on the
You've only
back
been
up in the booth?
4 games total in your career? On the
4
side?
years.
4 years.
4 years, yeah. Well, that's good.
He said he liked it.
Okay, good.
He also wouldn't say whether it was whose idea it was for you to be down there. Was it your idea?
No, Coach Frost asked me to come down, so here I am.
What's the biggest challenge for Adrian this Saturday?
As it is every week for him, do his job, do whatever it takes to get it done, but play the game within the framework of his job and not try to do somebody else's job. Because, you're playing a team like Oklahoma, and things are good, things are bad, there's frustration, and yada, yada, yada. Can't let that get to you, So that's the biggest challenge. It's been like that for him every snap of every game for every year he's been here.
Do you think that's something with Adrian's personality in that, when you've seen that with him in the past where he's tried to do, like you said, someone else's job, does that go back to just like who he is as a person in some way?
I really don't think so. I think that kind of happens to you over time, you know? And I think me being down on the field with him, I'm able to talk to him about that on a constant basis, you know, over and over. Had I had that moment back right before the Illinois game, I would have reminded him, hey man, we're right before the half. Something happens, a pass play is called, whatever it is, just cover it up and let's get into halftime. But it was getting used to being back down on the sidelines and that sort of thing. So I'm working through that, and I feel pretty good about where I am right now, talking about those things. Don't let yourself get frustrated. You know.
You haven't seen a moment from him similar to that since that happened at the end of the first half, or have you? And it just didn't turn out that way.
No. It's just that I'm able to kind of recognize it a little bit when I'm talking to him. It's a little bit of his body language, you know. And hey, do your job, man. Let the defense work. Let your running backs work. Let everybody do their job. Things will work out. So
the deep ball.
Yeah.
How much has that played a factor in just the growth of the offense this year? I mean, 'cause you didn't have throws like that all of last year in the games, and you had 3 on Saturday.
yeah, and it's going to be a challenge for us as we move forward with the opponents that we have coming up to manufacture and make certain those things happen. It's been good up to this point. Obviously, we have more speed at the receiver position, so that helps him and us pushing the ball downfield. But we just got to make certain when those guys are open, they count.
Do you think he has a connection with Samari that allows him to be more comfortable than Adrian has been in the past and taking those shots?
Yeah, I think that's a fair observation on your part, no doubt. I think that's probably the case with any quarterback and receiver combination. He trusts Samari. Samari's a bright cat. Coach Lubick and Kilo and Cusano have done a great job getting those guys cranked up, particularly him, and he knows what he's doing, how he wants to do it, and he is where he's supposed to be, and Adrian trusts that. Yeah.
You wouldn't have told Logan to do anything different on that option pitch they called back, would you?
No,
he did that right.
No, I thought it was fine, and well, I guess I can't say anything about that, otherwise I'll get arrested. So I won't.
I mean, is that just a judgment call by an official there? I mean, how they make that call? I mean,
Well, without saying too much about it, you know, it's a judgment call. So if you get it, and then you get a chance to review it,
it's so close that you can't really.
and you get it wrong twice, in my opinion. That's just how it looked to me on tape. You know, because the ball wouldn't have left his hand, was traveling backwards, so I don't know how it defies the laws of physics and all of a sudden starts going forward.
Obviously, he was past the line of scrimmage, or it wouldn't have been called an illegal forward pass.
Yeah.
Is that that kind of a play where he gets downfield and then pitches something you coach him on?
Yeah, you know, Coach Frost has really done a nice job with really teaching us what he really wants in the option game. And then it's just been up to us doing the drills to rehearse and making up drills and so on and so forth. So that stuff is worked up. We work on that every day. And that piece of the puzzle is worked on every day so that if he is past the line of scrimmage, those guys have to ensure that they're behind.
Did Logan run option at all in high school?
A little bit, not much, aside from the ride zone stuff, but nothing that you would consider the triple.
Right,
No.
and so in both of your guys, I mean, Adrian has looked. He went to the left once last week.
Yeah.
Pitched with his left hand.
Yeah.
Is that? I mean, obviously your head coach knows a little something about.
Oh, man,
that kind of play. Is that why do you think it looks as smooth as it has?
I really do. You know, because I think in Frosty's, just from talking to him about how he thought about the option and developing some of the skills and the techniques on his own that he's relayed to us, it makes a boatload of sense. And we work on it every day. So it's been really good.
Put in a film of 1997, or you watch.
Well, you know, no, because he'll jump in the drills, right? And sometimes I'm playing the dive key, or the pitch, and that son of a bitch, you know, he's coming at you, and it's a bit intimidating, you know. So, but he's done just a tremendous job in imparting to us what he wants done, and it's been really good, really fruitful.
Do you have any memory? What was your first Oklahoma-Nebraska game you remember watching? And you might show your age here. I don't want to.
No, that's fine. I remember it was the game when Johnny Rogers returned the punt.
So you watched that game?
Yeah, I was a little guy. What year was that?
71.
Yeah, right. I remember that. That was wild now. That was crazy. It was fun.
What do you remember about that return?
I just remember my mom going nuts. she just went crazy, you know.
Why? Because she was cheering for Nebraska?
She was a West Coast. She was a West Coast Nebraska fan. You know?
Really?
Yeah.
Where were you at that time?
We were always pulling for Nebraska. It
No, I
seemed
mean,
like.
where'd you
But-
live? Where'd you live? Do you live?
Oh, that was in the Bay Area.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and in California, and I don't know, by proxy, somehow we became Nebraska fans. I guess because they were kicking the piss out of everybody all the time. But over the
People were
years.
watching that game in San Francisco that day.
I know we were. I don't know what anybody else was doing, but I know we were watching it.
Do you remember? I mean, neither here nor there, I guess. But do you remember that play? Like,
You know,
it was 50 years ago.
No, yeah, and I vaguely do remember it. You know, if I'm not mistaken, he was going down the left sideline. Is that correct?
He was in the middle, and then he went toward the left.
Yeah, that's kind of what I remember about it. It was vague, but on a black and white old beat up TV. But
How old were you? How old were you then?
I would have been what?
It's 50 years ago.
No, 92.
Okay.
You feel good about Adrian this Saturday? Like you feel like his mindset's where it needs to be all the rest?
Well, yeah. I just don't want to say too much.
Sure, I
and
get
it
it.
gets misconstrued and all that sort of stuff. All I know is let's get it done and do his job on Saturday and take care of the ball and let the chips fall where they may.
Their quarterback Rattler, did you recruit him and watch?
Yeah, I was out at Arizona. Talked to his coach. He's a good dude, and knew about Spencer when he was coming out of high school. He was a pretty dynamic cat, man. No doubt about it. What a great name, right? To be an Oklahoma quarterback, Spencer Rattler at Oklahoma. Is that awesome?
What'd you think about? I'm sure you watched the Sunday night last week when McKenzie came back
Yes.
and led them. I mean,
Yeah,
what
we
was that
had
like for you.
that was well, we had a good conversation before and a little talk afterwards. It was heartwarming for Kate Charles and I, truly. You know, he's battled back, man. So it was good to see him.
So you were watching as
I got home late and I was only able to see right at the end in overtime, right? So they showed the replays of the sack. Yeah, they showed the replays of that. So I obviously felt bad for him, and then they showed some clips of him on the sideline in live TV. But it was certainly great seeing him on the field again.
You said you talked to him before that?
Talked to him, and just want to tell him I loved him, and Kate and I and Charles were thinking of him. I know he was disappointed, but but it was great seeing him. Yeah.
Thanks, Mark.
Good.